Bitcoin 7 days away from Bitcoin halving as it trades very close to the apex of a huge symmetrical triangle with $100,000 bullish breakouts. What in the world can you anticipate in this crazy time that everybody's simply been waiting, I would say, years to happen? What is up, my Bitcoin bulls? Thank you for coming by. This is a Monday video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, like, hit the notification bells on your way in because things are about to get popping. But this is a Monday video, going to be quick Bitcoin video, talking about Bitcoin halving, Bitcoin price making some moves in the last few weeks. We know, testing insanely critical areas. Right now, I just want to give a snapshot. I mean, I want to keep things in perspective on a daily basis, weekly basis, whatever. What's up, Duke? What's up, Chemix? I see you in the chats. Thanks for coming by this Twitter live stream, maybe upload to YouTube. Let's jump into the charts. Here we go. So zoomed out. This is it. The macro view. Where are we for Bitcoin? $100,000 breakout. Yes, it is in play. Yes, that's what we've been talking about for like years now, right? Even from the bull market high back in 2017. I want to put some things into perspective for everybody. We are waiting, if you're a long-term bull, for this Bitcoin post-Bitcoin halving bullish breakout, this bull market. It's illustrated by a power trend line each cycle. So there's one power trend line after the 2012 Bitcoin halving. And then we can go after the 2016 Bitcoin halving, power trend line to the bull market high. And everybody, I would say, if you're a long-term bull, after this Bitcoin halving, is waiting for a similar power trend line. Hard to put it on the charts. We don't know what it's going to look like. We don't know how long it's going to take to reach a new bull market high if we reach a bull market high. But there it is on the screen, right? So that's what everybody's waiting for. Now, I want to get rid of these power trend lines now that we've gotten that out of the way and just talk about this. Bitcoin, the pattern I talked about, I've kind of had sitting on the charts for a while now. It's a symmetrical triangle. It's very similar to the last Bitcoin cycle, bull market high down to bear market low with a breakout, right? Its breakout target out of the last Bitcoin cycle was like 8,500. You can see Bitcoin reached that target in October 2017, but it kept going, right? It kind of like just had this crazy run to $20,000 past its target. This time around, we have a very similar looking triangle. And we have a breakout target of around $100,000, right? So the question is, and that $100,000 target is actually in play on different charts. This is just one pattern, which is really cool. The question that I think is on everybody's mind now that we are actually 7 days away from Bitcoin halving is simply this. Will this trend continue? Will the synergy, will the harmony, will the consistency in Bitcoin charts continue, right? We don't have that much data. We have two Bitcoin halvings, one and then two, and they played out almost perfectly on the charts. If we go back to 2012, 2011, you can see an ascending triangle, synergistic, the apex synergistic with the last Bitcoin halving, and a breakout target right around $128 when Bitcoin was trading at let's see, what was Bitcoin trading at with that breakout? $14. And Bitcoin actually broke out of that pattern perfectly. Some resistance, consolidation, continued into next cycle. Obviously, we know Bitcoin broke out of that last triangle nicely. And now, will it continue, right? Can our investments be so wise in Bitcoin that it continues and we see $100,000 Bitcoin? I wanted to put that content as a preface to something I'm about to say, and this is really the purpose of this video. I want to zoom in now on the weekly chart. So we are around 73% to the apex of this triangle. So when we get to these 70% on a symmetrical triangle, we know breakouts could be imminent, right? 70 to 80%, somewhere in that range for a breakout. We wait, we see, we have to be patient. This is a long-term symmetrical triangle. But what I want to throw out there is this. This is one thing that Bitcoin wasn't doing around last Bitcoin halving, which is this 50-week moving average. it's been struggling a little bit in terms of staying above that, right? We wrapped around it back in the end of 2019, right into 2020. We got a breakout and we fell back below. Now, the pandemic might have had something to do with that. I don't know. But Bitcoin's been struggling to stay above that 50-week moving average, and we're literally there right now. So I prefaced bullishness in this video, but what I want to kind of circle all around and tell you, and this is what we do all the time on the channel, is anticipate downside, because while this is a very bullish pattern and Bitcoin can very well break out of it somewhere towards the end of the apex, right? We're talking this could go into fall 2020. I don't think it will. I hope it doesn't, but be prepared for another touch to the bottom trend line. Now, that very speculative line I just drew is around 5,800, but if we want to get technical, I do want to put this out there. We can take the swing low that we just had in March to our swing high currently that we just had on Bitcoin, and we can simply see the confluence of our Fibonacci retracement support area, right? Here is the 618 around 6,000, and here is the 786 around 5,000. That area, right around that 200 moving average, just be prepared for it. That's all I'm saying. Be prepared for it, and if it happens, don't freak out. In my opinion, wow, I will be accumulating Bitcoin if that happens. That is an incredibly powerful opportunity to buy some Bitcoin, and that's not the right tool. Let's get the price range just to give you an idea of the downtrend that would look like. We're talking 30 to 40%. For context, I just want to say this, not saying it's going to happen again, but after last Bitcoin halving, or going into the last Bitcoin halving from its swing high, Bitcoin actually did put in around a 30 to 40% downtrend before continuation. So people probably freaking out back then, right? But that was it, everybody. That was the last area of accumulation after that Bitcoin halving. So please just be prepared for a potential swing high here that we just had for a 30 to 40% downtrend to this bottom trend line, $5,000, $6,000. Am I saying it's going to happen? No, I'm just telling you there's a possibility. Expect nothing, anticipate everything. At the end of the day, I can tell you this. Bitcoin, so bullish right now. You saw that symmetrical triangle. A little bit of patience. That's the weekly macro zoomed out charts. These things take time. Bitcoin halving's coming. The world is in shambles from a financial perspective, and Bitcoin is in position more powerfully, I think, than ever. More powerfully than even 10 years ago. So those are my thoughts. Wanted to throw it out there. I hope you guys are having a great start to your week. I hope you have a good week ahead. Subscribe, hit that like button. It means a lot to me. And as always, I will see you in the next video. God bless.